7 million. And these are 12 districts plus one city, Mbarara city. We continue expanding, and this is not just a sheer chance, but it's because of the presence of Mbarara University of Science and Technology. I'm very grateful the leaders are here today. Thank you for honoring this day. We've got different disciplines, and among these disciplines, we have we appreciate the technical team of our laboratory. They have managed to sustain accreditation for the last 3 years. I don't know whether Mr. Waguri is around. What would this mean? Thank you. You can stand for recognition. Thank you. That's a gentleman who has kept the quality of laboratory, and our meaning results from our laboratory can be accepted in Europe, America, and in any other part of this world. Congratulations, my brother and your team. Today, we are commemorating day. I want to take this chance the rate from 20, which is a national known one, to 7.2%. Congratulations, my brother. No wonder that's why you slept at 2 a.m. last night. I know this is a department that is very, very excited. I wish to report that we are excited that we are hosting this commemoration at the right time. For members who have had a chance to go down, Mbarara Regional Referral Hospital is so lucky. It has got 100-bed capacity neonatal intensive care unit undergoing the construction. And this is from World Bank. Members, you help me, and we recognize and appreciate the service of Kids OR. I've seen Dr. Oyania. Felix, is he still here? Thank you and congratulations. This gentleman is a pediatric surgeon, and his presence has made this hospital work so close to Kids OR. And I want to report to you, dear guests from the ministry, that these 2 operating theaters are going to be equipped by Kids OR. Thank you and congratulations. I know you are full of smiles because now we have 2 theaters where you can comfortably work from and even control. I'm a general surgeon. I doubt whether you'll ever allow me step there. Dear members, I want to take this opportunity and thank the government of Uganda. With a clear vision from His Excellency, the head of the state, the honorable ministers of finance, our beloved permanent secretary and her director general, plus all of us under them. They have strategically worked towards the improvement of the patient care And indeed, it is very, very visible. This construction going down, it has been contracted by Jesse's contractors. I don't know whether there is a representation here. Yes, engineer, you are most welcome. This is the only person we know who can deliver beyond the right. I mean, I don't know how I can phrase it, but he's working tirelessly. Very soon we are very sure that we are commissioning and putting that structure into use. He started a bit late, well behind the schedule. Unfortunately, as soon as he started, he got a lot of encumbrances there. He found a lot of electrical wires and poles, found a cold chain room that needed actually a UNEP to give us permission to shift. He waited for all that. And today, for us who have had a chance to be there, he is almost there. Thank you and congratulations. He continues to give us strong support. We have an upcoming core and dispatch center. It is a 2-storied structure. Somewhere in the middle of its construction, the original contractor failed. You are most welcome, Professor Mjeni. You can make yourself comfortable. The contractor failed and disappeared very fast. It just is 1 units. And most of them are super specialized units. Yet, this is a regional referral hospital, meaning that we are duplicating the services at our national referral hospital, though at a lower scale. We can never manage this without the presence of MAST, more so the Faculty of Medicine. Thank you, Professor Ngonzi, my dear brother. Our staffing level is at around 25%. But we still run all these departments because we get critical human resource from the side of the university. And we are very, very grateful. I want to use this chance and clearly say that please, Commissioner Mongai and your team, you can take our ask. This is a new hospital that comes under a hospital. It is a 100-bed capacity. It is coming up with a NICU and a new lab. These 3 structures, they will constrain the administration in terms of human resource, in terms of utilities, and any other consumer, including cleaning. Therefore, as we enjoy that we are going to get a bigger space, a sophisticated space, better machines, better beds, better care, and everything, we should have it at the back of our mind that will not work until the staffing level is improved, until the more money comes in. You've seen those machines they are installing. They are of high notch. They will need continuous service, and this, of course, comes with money. Dear members, I'm very grateful you committed your time and you are here. I welcome you to Mbarara again. Feel at home. And at your convenient time, today you are free to go down. You visit our structures, that is called Dispatch Center and Neonatal Intensive Care Unit. For God and my country. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So you have finished your speech. That is all. Yeah. Thank you very much, the Senior Executive Consultant. I thought you will come back for your speech, but now I will use my powers not to invite you, because you have mentioned each and everything which you should have mentioned, and it was a very great speech. So this man that you're seeing here is the man who was behind the successful separation of conjoined twins. Yeah, it was way back in 2022. And that milestone reached everywhere, even in Parliament and across the world. I want to recognize the presence of Professor David Kitya. He's our head of neurosurgery department, and is the president of all neurosurgeons in the country, right? Yeah. When you see, he's a very young man, and he can run 1,000 miles without stopping. He's seated with Dr. Rogers Kajabwangu. He's our consultant, obstetrics and gynecology. Yeah, may I now invite the remarks from UPE, Uganda Pediatrics Association, because I understand we have the president right here with us, Dr. Grace. Dr. Anne Akuro. Sorry. I've been talking to Dr. Grace several times, so I don't know why that name is getting engraved on my mind. So that's why, apologies. Yeah.
Thank you. You're right. I'm actually Anne Grace Akulo. So thank you for reminding me of my middle name. Good afternoon, everyone. The Commissioner Infant and Maternal Health, Dr. Richard Mugahi, the former Commissioner, Dr. Jessica Nsungwa, who is also my teacher and mentor, the Vice Chancellor of Mbarara University. Yes, I see her. She's my friend, my mentor, and I was her children's doctor as well. I will stand on the protocol that has already been established to save time. And I'm really delighted and happy to be a part of this occasion again. We were here same time last year looking at the building, and it was just a construction site then. And it's amazing to see the progress that has happened. Before I start my speech, I just want to recognize the team from the Uganda Pediatrics Association and tell you a little bit about the Uganda Pediatrics Association. I came with a big team, and this team is not just from Kampala or Mbarara. The teams have traveled from Moroto, from different parts of the country, and I just want to appreciate you. And this is, I think, a testament to their commitment to newborn health and to prematurity. So the team from the Uganda Pediatrics Association, I just want you to stand up for recognition in a special way, and let's give them a big round of applause. This team has been extremely busy all year round, not just today and not just in the previous weeks, but they've been extremely busy addressing all aspects around newborn health, from sepsis to prematurity to all the other aspects that affect newborn health. And I just want to appreciate your commitment. The different working groups have been buzzing with activity, of course, with the great support of the Ministry of Health Newborn Secretariat, led by Dr. Mugahi and his team from the Ministry of Health. So thank you so much for supporting and working together with the Ministry of Health to advance newborn health. We know that if we are going to address infant and child mortality aspect of newborn health, the Uganda Pediatrics Association is an association of all pediatricians, but also all child health specialists and anyone who has an interest or expertise in child health. So you're all free to become a part of the Uganda Pediatrics Association. Today, we shall take enrollment, and such that the association can grow and we can all advocate for children. Now, one of the things we do, in addition to advocacy for child health, we participate in informing training for pediatrics. And we are happy that since last year, the neonatal training fellowship was approved, it was accredited, and we have some of the neonatology fellows, some of them from Mbarara University. Stella, who has been actively leading these celebrations and these preparations, is one of our fellows. Stella, where are you? Dr. Stella? just for recognition. Yeah, so after her training, she's going to come. She's training at the right time. We also do, in addition to capacity building, we do on-site mentorship and in-service training, and the team has been very busy doing this throughout the country in the different areas. Again, partnering with different partners, with the Ministry of Health, with QAM, doing this on-site mentorship. And we need all this. We need training at every level. Training pre-service, training in-service, and continuous mentorship. And that's how we are going to get the newborn mortality down. Now, while prematurity, we know prematurity is one of the leading causes of newborn deaths. And that's why we need to pay attention to this. Today marks a very special pediatricians and for the body of the Uganda Pediatrics Association, because it's our mandate to take care of the health and the well-being of children. We want every child to grow their address the issue of prematurity. These children, even if they survive, they are not going to survive, they are not going to transform, they are not going to reach their full potential. They will grow and they will survive, but survive with disability. So taking care of the newborn is not just making sure that a 20-week-old or a 26-week-old survives. We want them to grow, to thrive, and to become leaders. And it means going through the entire continuum, from preconception, throughout conception, to the time they are birth, and looking up after them all through childhood. So I just want to appreciate everyone who is taking a part in this. I also want to appreciate the Mbarara Hospital leadership who have pushed this program and their commitment. I think they have one of the lowest preterm mortality rates. And that is not because they have the most manpower or because they have the most resources. It's because of the commitment. So I just want to thank the team led by Dr. Kumba Kumba and the entire leadership, because it's a commitment and also the support of the hospital leadership that will enable you to do this quality improvement. I think all the other regions can learn. Even as we were touring the unit today, teams were taking pictures, even teams from private hospitals, the neonatologists were taking pictures so that they can learn lessons on how to plan the NICUs better. And I think this is going to be, this is our center of excellence, and hopefully it will be the regional center of excellence, you know, within Africa, if we all put our hands together so that we can teach not just within the country, but also beyond the country. I just want to also thank the for really mentoring the leaders of today and mentoring the pediatricians. I'm really excited and just want to commit again as the Uganda Pediatrics Association, we shall continue to commit to the cause of newborns, continue with the capacity building, with the support. We shall be there in the regional mentorship, updating guidelines, and supporting and giving advice and input. We have some Yes. I brought her along because I told her sometimes it is the eye of the specialist that is going to help us. She was able to see some of these things that need to be tweaked a bit for the newborn unit to be effective. Now, my plea to the partners here, we need commitment today. For us, we shall do. The Uganda Pediatrics Association is committed to training and doing the mentorship. But we need the partners and the Ministry of Health to commit to building the human resource, or at least boosting the human resource to be able to run these facilities. These facilities are as big as some of the private hospitals within Kampala. So we need that level of human resource to be able to run this and to be able to be well equipped. Because the building alone is not going to sort out the issue of the newborn. It is, the infrastructure is one way to start, but we need the human resource, we need the equipment, we need the commodities. So we commit to being a part of the growth and making this a center of excellence. So with that said, in Uganda Pediatrics Association, we say that children are our future for God and my country.
Yeah, thank you, Madam President, for your long speech. And apart from Dr. Kumba Kumba, I'm going to be a positive dictator. I'll be the one to tell you how many minutes you need to use. Yeah, but don't say I will call Dr. Elias Kumba Kumba because we are here because of him. He's one gentleman together with his team. They have been spending sleepless nights. So even if I give you 15 minutes, if you can afford, I will not be wrong. But if you can't afford, you can use like 8 minutes. Thank you.
Maybe shorter than 8 minutes. I will stand on the protocol already observed and just make it very brief. My role is to quickly give you an overview of what we have in front of us of the neonatal unit. And the reason we are doing this is because a big part of it is what we are dealing with today, prematurity. And I would like to give a quick background and then a summary of what it is and what services we'll be offering in there. So I'll take just a few minutes to do that, and I thank you for your attention. I'd like to welcome you to Mbarara. The executive consultant has done that, an executive consultant. But specifically, for the last 1.5 years, we've been busy putting up a structure that is going to be the biggest standalone newborn unit in East Central and Southern Africa, practically. So it's not a small thing. Yeah, the journey started many years ago, maybe around 2016, 2017, when we first conceived the idea that the numbers of newborns were increasing rapidly and that we needed to get space. We had just a small room initially, and then we expanded to the next room, and then we expanded to the next one, and then we had no more space, and the babies were increasing every day. From what we initially had as 2-3 babies, then 10, 20, 30, 40. Right now, where we are in a very squeezed space, we have on average about 80 babies on a daily basis. As I speak now, there are about 79 in the ward, and they are all very, very crowded, 3, 4, 5 babies on the same bed, sometimes on the same cot. So we thought then that it was important to start thinking and looking far ahead, and we proposed to do this. So we wrote a concept down, we wrote a full proposal. We even had the confidence, and we didn't even know where all this was going to, how this was going to happen, to even engage some architects and draw the initial designs. And we did that, and then we asked the hospital board, thanks to the hospital board, which was then chaired by the Professor Iraka, and we asked them for land. So they gave us land, a minute on the board, and we said, the land is here, please go ahead. We didn't have much to do with the land. We had all the dreams, and then we got stuck there. Then one morning, I received a phone call, and they said, where are those designs that you had? Someone at the ministry had actually picked this up, and when there was a chance for the World Bank to support some activities in the country, they've supported many projects in these last 2 years of construction. They picked up on this and said, yes, here we are. Would like to support this, and the ministry was really very, very supportive and fronted our idea as a flagship project of the World Bank for the UCREP project. So UCREP is really the Uganda COVID relief and preparedness project. And so the funds then started coming through. We start with the architects. Dr. Doreen is here. She will comment briefly about the architectural planning and how what has gone into the construction journey. But then we started thinking, what do we really need in there? And I said that we need a comprehensive newborn care center that will have all the things one would dream about if they had a newborn, both either as a premature baby or as a term baby, but who has any problem. And then we started designing. And this is what we've come up with. One, we came up with a 5-level building in the space that was provided, which was quite small and tight. And on the ground level, we will be providing outpatient services and education and training. So on one side, we have many clinics. Newborns have many problems, and some of them will need follow-up. Right now, we follow up newborns for over a year. And in that year, we follow up their eyes, we follow up their hearing, we follow up their development, their nutrition, their speech, many things. So we have clinics for each of those, and we are setting them up. They will be ready maybe in a few weeks, and we'll start seeing all babies that need to be followed up there. On the opposite side, we have a training facility. Because we are a university as well, I should announce that I am a senior lecturer in the university, and that is my primary role. I am happy that my leaders, right from the Vice Chancellor, are here. And we said we cannot do much without specific training, dedicated space, but also incorporate training, service delivery, and research in the same complex. And so we have space provided for that. I will no longer be disturbing the timetable committee with space. We can have our dedicated space for our students, both postgraduate and undergraduate, in that building. And we also have on the same level support for mothers, because we are going to set up a cafeteria there so that anyone who needs, mothers need to have good nutrition for them to be able to get good outcomes, to get breast milk to feed these babies. We have prepared space for that as well. And then on the second, that's the ground floor. The first level is dedicated purely to term-born babies, babies who are born at 9 months. The ones who are not preterms, not the ones we are celebrating today, but the babies who are born at term, complete 9 months or 40 weeks of gestation. And there we have 40 beds in total. And those will serve babies of different needs. And the needs are specifically usually 3 top major issues. One is sepsis, the other one is birth asphyxia, and then now we have an upcoming one, which is a lot of congenital anomalies and other problems. But there are many problems of the newborn, so all those will be catered for. All those are supported in space and services. Then the second level, which is what we are celebrating today, which you have those who have visited. We have the preterm babies. The preterm babies, 37 beds dedicated to preterm babies. About 12 of those intensive care ability with all the monitoring capacity, with all the treatment capacity, with the warmth, with everything. Very well set up for that. And we will be serving all the preterms right from the age at least of 26. I know the age of viability now is 26. Will probably be coming down to eventually maybe even 24, like the Western world, since what we have in front of us is almost Western world capacity. And both these, the preterm and the term levels, are separated into a very critical area, a HD, which is a high dependency in a space, and also a step down level where babies who are better but not well enough to go home will be. And then at the third level, we have space where we have accommodate mothers who are not well. The obstetricians have said we no longer have space for you. You are well enough to go home, but they are not ready to go home. Their babies are sick in the ICU, and then we need to keep them comfortable.
Every journey begins with a strong foundation. From bridges that connect us, to power that drives our future. From towers that shape our skyline, to railways that carry our stories. From welcoming gateways at Entebbe, to the roads that open our protected lands, to the landmarks that define who we are. One name that holds it all together. Built strong, built to last. Built with Hima Cement.
tandika izuba, emirimo, urugendo, ninga kahumuro, neco kunywa cha chituzi. nyenywere chituzi ohure matwenje aha mumiro nichikurwa kurwo mu chituzi cha shitake amajani hamwe n'obwoki konjoro bunuzi hamwe no mutindo echi nichikurwa ba chituzi farm company limited abeine teknolojia nebyoma byo mutindo chituzi drink ichirizibwa chitongore cyo mutindo muihanga echa UNBS kandi neshangwa mu maduka na supermarket zono muihanga kushubura tera simu noti mushanju munana mushanju bisha twina bitana shatunemwe ninga noti mushanju munana mushanju bisha twitano 009
abari kushangwa proti namba 17 garage street abatwire ni batwisiyeho ubuhereza bwo kubika no kwewura amagoba make batugabura umubishoguzo byabo byo kumara imyaka 10 bakwereza abanyayuganda bijane koransia on promotion yo kugarura aba customers ba bakurabira mu kubahereza bicyonco nyamwinshi okurugabira 20 bikwa mushanjo mwako mpako kwa kashatu kwe 2024 batera hot drive ahabwa aba customer ba nabo kuganyurwamo ahe turatungire bicyonco nyamwinshi tukurabira mu kugura imigabo umuntu uragura imigabo ya miliyoni 10 no kwiyongerayo no kwihangura romusiyasi gwa fiche ya digital iyo takwetenga n'amajuti kandi baragura imigabo okuruga miliyoni 1 n'imitwaro 9 okwika miliyoni 6 ogwe nayihangura rente boy fresh ni yamate kandi abandi kuruga miliyoni 6 no kushoma hasi haruhe birabo nyamwinji nkembuzi emifarasi za TV t-shirt n'ekofira za hokasako hamwe n'ibindi byinshi kandi ni urayetabo muhureje ukareta aba customer kugura imigabo abaryo muri 15 no kwiyongerayo niwe titwakusiga nyuma ebirabo byawe bikutegereze kumenya bukukiraho resimo ya 0 cyenda na mushanje nkaga namwe ana na mushanje nimwishe tujaguze tushemererwe tugure imigabo kandi tukurakurane nambara ukasaka.
Bank, but also from other partners who are on board. Right now, we've already so far invested close to 4.5 billion shillings in the equipment that is in there, and would like to be able to preserve that equipment because it's high level, high end. If you've seen it, if you've not seen it, you go there and see very high level equipment where we need good maintenance services, and the biomedical engineers are a scarcity in terms of a presence in these units. Actually, the recommendations for the newborn units are that each newborn unit at level 3 should have an independent, dedicated biomedical engineer. And so the second ask we really have is beyond the nursing team is the engineering team. We need a dedicated engineering team to look after this equipment so that it lasts much longer, because it's extremely expensive and it's also extremely important that we maintain that equipment. And then the third one that we ask really is commodities. The UPA president, my president, mentioned it, that we need a lot of supplies. Caring for newborns is not a small thing. We have needs that will range from things like surfactant, caffeine, which are the drugs that we use to help babies to keep breathing because they are born too soon and they are not able to breathe on their own. Luckily, there is someone who has been promoting surfactant and caffeine in the whole country. Where is Mr. Eric? He's somewhere. Yes, and he's been supporting. Yes, he's right there. Been supporting us to the ministry and the NMS to access these important commodities, and he's here to testify to that, but also to advocate and support our needs as well. He has seen them, and I think his advocacy is very important, but the advocacy of everyone is important, that we have enough commodities to treat these babies. Antibiotics, and convalescents and supplies, you know, everything that we need almost a budget that is double what we are receiving or even more. So we, that's the other thing. The other thing is, of course, maintenance of the building. When you have a building of that scale, whether it's water, whether it is electricity, whether it is cleaning, all the consumption is quite high. And so we will hope that when the bill of the hospital rises, it is understandable that we are providing a service. With the little space we had, we've managed to reduce mortality from over 20% to now 7.2% inpatient. And that is with a dedicated team. Where is the neonatal team that we work with? They can stand up really so that we recognize them. They've done a tremendous job. We have 2 pediatricians. One of them is now doing a fellowship in neonatology. The other one is coming next. And just the 7, 8 nurses I mentioned. And we have a cleaner also, a hygienist in there. We have, and that's practically the team we have. And then we have the mothers themselves. The mothers will celebrate you because you do most of the nursing care. These recently have also started getting in the fathers. Some fathers come, they do kangaroo father care. And we appreciate that, and we invite more of the fathers to come in. Actually, in the new building, we have a concept of mother-baby, but the father stands behind. When you look at the kangaroo chair or the chairs that we have, the mother sits on the chair and basically does what? Chills. And it's the man who is supposed to operate the chair and pull it back and forth so that the mother can have a bit of what? Can have a bit of comfort. Yes, this is intentional, and we want to engage the fathers. We have many others. We have also a community component which we need to reach out to, because when our babies leave, they go to the community. We have done previous studies, and they have shown that about as many babies who die in hospital, when we discharge them, we lose another. If we lose 5% or 7% in the hospital, we lose another 7% in the communities. And we have tried to create a community linkage. Luckily, there is someone who has come in, Mr. Yes. Yes, and he's leading a team that is trying to link our services to the community. And we will welcome his involvement in our work so that we don't lose babies who have already survived this difficult period. And so that's a lot really that lies ahead of us. But what I can commit as a department is that we will do our best to continue serving. And now that we have more space, we have more facility, more equipment, we have more capacity. If we had a bit more numbers, our target has always been to lower our mortality to under 5% inpatient. Now you can even aim higher to less than 2.5. Because we think it's possible if we have the support, because we know what needs to be done, we know what to do. We just need to be supported so that we can get there. I don't want to take you too long, but I want to thank all the partners that have got us in this journey. We had, when we were struggling with no equipment, we had Malteser International. They came and gave us good equipment, which we are using currently. And then we had Rotary. Rotary also supported us with setting up a kangaroo mother care area, but that area became, you couldn't survive because the pressure became too much and we had no space for the mothers to lie on their own with their babies. We dissolved it, but the services they brought and the training they supported, as well as the equipment they donated, is still serving. So many partners have come up. The training by UPA and the Ministry of Health, we've worked. Now we are a center of training, in service training for the whole country. So nurses and midwives and others, doctors come from everywhere else, and we run a course every year that maybe we'll run it more frequently, that trains people in service skills for improving newborn care. And that's partly why also the whole region now is doing much better with newborn care services, because they've received the mentorship. We are one of the other 6 hospitals that are doing this for the country. We commit to do a lot more, both for training, for care, and for research, because we are also a university that is married to the hospital. So we will do that. We thank the hospital administration for all the guidance and support. It's been a long journey, but they have been on the ground every day, answering and supporting every effort. We are very, very grateful. I will not give a speech really. I want to just update you on what you're going to be providing. And already my bosses have spoken. And then, yeah, I won't add much more. I just want to thank you and hope that we will celebrate this day and celebrate our mothers, especially, and the babies who have survived. Can I see the babies who have survived through our care so far, who represent the majority? The babies who have survived through, we raise them up and we see them, let them stand up. These have just come to represent. Some of these were born at 25, 26 weeks, just half a kilogram. Those ones, half a kilogram, 700 grams, 1 kilogram. Like you put the baby on your palm and you don't know that the baby will survive. But here they are to testify that we are doing some work at least. Thank you very much for God and my country.
Yeah. Oh, yes. What? I deserve the umbrella because I'm a big man. Yeah. Thank you very much, Dr. Kumba, for your short speech or short remarks. And this man is so outstanding, but I wonder why he missed out. Mr. Commissioner, I wonder why he missed out on HIHA awards. Yeah. Oh, next year. Yeah. This man deserves his flowers, because bringing premature death from 20 to 7.2, it's not something which is easy. We are coming to you live from Mbarara University of Science and Technology Pharmacology Ground, where we are celebrating the official World Prematurity Day 2025, and it is being hosted by Mbarara Regional Referral Hospital, a teaching affiliate of Mbarara University of Science and Technology. So this event is being streamed live on different digital platforms. So this one was going out to our international followers who did not manage to make it right here. I want also to take this honor to welcome the presence of Professor John Iraka Owange. It's right there. The man with white hair is one of the few men who survived COVID-19. He battled it out very well and moved out. And from that time, he has been quite outstanding. And is our former board chair, who is seated with our current board chair, Dr. James Mugume, a disease specialist. This man, I don't know how he survived Ebola in West Africa. They went and combated Ebola, and he came back with sacks of money. So right now, I think one day we come and get one bag from you. So may I now invite some remarks, short remarks from the project engineer, just basically to tell us the journey of a specialized neonatal intensive care unit, the first of its kind in sub-Saharan Africa. She doesn't deserve that.
Thank you very much. All protocols observed. I'm Dr. Doreen Chosimile, not a medical doctor, but I have a PhD in architecture. Luckily, I'm also a mother of triplets who were born premature. One of them was 1.45 kilograms, and the biggest was 1.65. That was 7 years ago. And 19 years ago, I had another premature baby who was born because I had preeclampsia. So for me, it's an honor to be part of this journey of this NICU. I felt that God took me through this process as to benchmark, because he knew that at one time I would be called upon to design and be part of this a big project for the Ugandan government. I therefore take this opportunity to thank our PS, Dr. Diana Twini, for giving me this opportunity to give back to Uganda. So I've been working under UCREP, Uganda COVID Response and Preparedness Project, under the Ministry of Health, and it's been funded by the World Bank. We've constructed many projects, including ICUs for the adults, one in Hoima, Arua, and Kabale. So the neonatal ICU came in handy, and I was asked to get in touch with Dr. Kumba, and immediately we clicked. When you have a client who knows exactly what they want and they are passionate, as an architect, it's easy. And for me, I didn't have to benchmark because I had the lived experience. And I was shocked but not surprised when Dr. Grace told me that this is the largest in East Africa, Central Africa, and South Africa as a standalone NICU. So I was not surprised because I benchmarked with the one where I was in UCLA in California. So I'm glad that in Uganda, we are able to have something of that caliber. So we've had two projects for Mbarara Regional Referral Hospital. You've only visited one, but we have also a call and dispatch center, which links in well with the neonatal intensive care unit, because now you have ambulances and that coordination and emergency services that will be able to fit in very well. We'll bring in the children from the community to the neonatal intensive care unit. And actually, Dr. Kumba told me that you serve up to children from the borders and also from Jinja. So basically, this is a very great facility. So we have the call and dispatch center, which has 3 floors. the neonatal unit, which has 5 floors. Dr. Kumba has told you about the scope. It does the OPDs and the inpatient and the theaters. The first designs actually were supposed to have 2 levels. But I and Dr. Kumba, we knew we wanted something bigger, so we kept on pushing, and then we added on the theaters. And I thank Dr. Diana Twini for always supporting, then Dr. Mwanga for always supporting, and my former commissioner. We started this journey together. We pushed. We had at first $1 million, but we pushed this project to 14.5 billion. So that's 3 times. At first there were no equipment. Then we had to get a budget for equipment. And luckily the World Bank, we had a restructuring, and we were able to secure this additional funding to have a complete, because our PS always pushes us. She always tells us, I want nation builders. You should do projects which should be functionalized, not to do a project without equipment or do a project which doesn't get completed. Actually, on one of the project director, you know how we had the challenge of the contractor leaving. So we had to devise innovative ways, and we use subcontractors to finish. And we thank Jessis. You can stand up for recognition. You come and stand here. People see you. This man has been very instrumental. He's worked day and night. We had RRI, and one of the strategies was to work day and night. And for sure, he did it well. That's why we've been able to pull off this project within 13 months. It's very credible. Thank you very much. The project, so the project cost is 14.5 billion, and for the call and dispatch is 3.2 billion. One of the reasons why this project has progressed, of course, very fast is the visionary leadership of our PS. She always supports us. She comes for missions, sometimes site meetings, so she pushes us, and she tells us to always work beyond self and be visionary and nation builder. So that always pushes us. But also, the World Bank was able to accept to restructure, and then they call this their signature project. So they have all the support for this project. Stakeholder involvement has been very crucial, where we have the director and Dr. Kumba and everybody from the ministry very supportive. They're always there for all site meetings. Dr. Kumba can call in the morning, in the evening. If you want a list of equipment, he'll give it to you. If them revise, are you sure this is all that you need? He will revise it overnight. So we thank you very much. And of course, subcontracting has been very instrumental. I got a message from Dr. Grace from the World Bank last week. He visited and he was very impressed. Actually, what he liked most is what we have not seen. He said the structures at the back of the facility, that is the laundry and patient attendance shed and a connection to the maternity ward. He said that was very excellent. And he's happy about that. Thank you, Kumba, for pushing us. Actually, the connection, we had said there was no budget. Actually, there was no budget. He did corporate social responsibility by doing it at his cost. So that is given back to us. It was not part of the budget. So Dr. Grace said, she thanked me, saying that thank you for being a good daughter of the soil. So that made me reflect. I grew up in Mbarara, although I'm from Kanungu. I studied in primary schools around Mary Hill, and I went to do architecture. And it made me reflect on the NRM government, how they've supported. I've not paid fees since P7. I was an excellent student, so I've not paid fees for all the degrees. Whenever they say, where do you want to go? I apply because I'm a lady doing science. I go to UK, I got all the PhD I did from 2 universities. So I said, I've had an opportunity to give back. And I said, and on our group in UCREP, when they looked at the project, they said these are the gains that we need to protect. But also beyond what we see, the gains of the buildings, there's something beyond that. It made me reflect that a girl born in Mbarara, who used to go to school walking on foot, is able to design such a structure. I think the human capital development that the NRM government has brought about should be appreciated. And also, when I see Dr. Kumba, the passion, that's also the other human capital development, because now this is a center of excellence. The president and our PS, they have plans to develop other smaller NICUs. So if this is a training institute, You can imagine the replication of other Dr. Kumba Kumbas, what it will do to the health provision of the nation. I think I thank the government, and I say let's keep NRM in place. When I joined the ministry, I was given a manual car. When you're driving a manual car and you're on gear number 4, if you see that you can proceed, you engage gear number 5. But if you stop a little bit, then you have to start from 2. So let's not push ourselves back. Let's protect our gains. Architects as us, let's go forward, and engineers and doctors, let's move forward. Let's support the NRM government to move forward. Thank you. With that, I thank you. And also, being a mother of triplets, I'm starting the campaign to provide scrubs for patients and for the staff. That building, everybody who enters must have a scrub. That was a directive from our PS. That's why we had to provide a laundry. So I'm Dr. Kumba Kumba, I'm giving you 20 pairs of scrubs as I start this campaign. So I would like to hand this microphone to him so that he tells us how many scrubs he's giving us as a contractor. Thank you very much for God and my country.
Thank you, Doctor. Protocol observed. I'm just super excited to be part of this journey, and I thank God for provisions. Doctor said I see what I can provide for this cause. I'm really very happy for the support we have enjoyed as a company working, doing on this project. Our chief guest, I can assure you the minister has given us all the support, the consultants, and when it comes to Dr. Kumba Kumba, it is really beyond. May you clap for him really so much. The director said we started with encumbrances. Really, thank you, director, for your support. Thank you, Kumba Kumba. You have stood with us, and because of you, really, I'll multiply by 2 the number Dr. Doreen has given. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay. You are going? Yeah, thank you very much, the contractor, for giving us all those insights. I want to emphasize that this building will be the first of its kind. No, she has to stay here. She's my escort. It's the first of its kind in sub-Saharan Africa. So what that means, Mbarara Regional Referral Hospital will basically become a tourism hub, I can assure you. And maybe you never know in the future when I'm appearing before you, I'll be having some escorts, because now we are on the higher level, right? Yeah, we shall have just a story from the NICU nurses to tell us the journey, because these are the people who spend bulk of their times in that room, which is peeping hot, more than red coal. So they have something to share. Because for the case of doctors, consultants like Dr. Olive, who has been recently promoted. Yeah, you are seeing her there. She even has, yeah, right? You can wave to them. One of the most committed staff in the pediatric department. So this one was also born premature, and now she's here to represent the prematures and share their stories. Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kagura. Good afternoon to you, everyone. Correction, I was not born a premature. I was a big baby of 4 kilograms. But I grew tiny. But I love taking care of premature babies. So protocol observed. I'll just go ahead with my speech. And I welcome you all to Mbarara. Those that are in Mbarara for the first time, and maybe in Mbarara Regional Referral Hospital, and those that we work with in the hospital and in Mbarara University of Science and Technology. And then the mothers, I welcome you all. Nabachira mwena, mwebare kwija. These mothers do a very good job. in helping us in our nursing care. And I recognize all the institutions that are here, including Mbara Regional Referral Hospital, and then organizations, UPA, that has supported us much, CHAI, UNICEF, Rotary Club of Mbara, and Malteser that supported us earlier on, like Dr. Kumba said, and then Uganda Nurses Association, NIMAO, and Ministry of Health Uganda, and then the Newborn Working Group. As neonatal nurses taking care of the babies in the NICU of Mbara Regional Referral Hospital, it really depends on our knowledge, skills, experience, and time, and advocacy to run that unit. And to the mothers, they really rely on our smiles and reassuring words, our simple but effective health talks. We have, with the help of Rotary and Dr. Kumba, Dr. Ky'Abereere, we are able to have continuous health talks given to mothers because of our numbers. So we couldn't to reach out to any mother, every mother in the unit, and we were able to record. So I thank everyone that was on that team. Record different health talks that keep playing in the neonatal unit. And those that reassure the mothers, I acknowledge you all, the nurses that I work with. And as we celebrate the Prematurity Day of 2025 with a theme of Give Preterm Babies a Stronger Start for a Brighter Future, I was very happy for this theme because these babies, where they really come from, it is a long journey. Having to stay in hospital for more than a month, 3 months, it is a long journey for them, and they are indeed NICU warriors. So we applaud all the mothers for their patience, commitment, and determination, and the trust they have in us day in and day out, and for consistently standing with us as we take care of their babies. Then for the NICU warriors, those are the preterm babies that you've seen. This is just a few of them. Others are still having a follow-up clinic at above in the upper building. And we follow up our babies for a period of a whole year, following discharge from the preterm unit. And so this unit is run by 8 nurses, like Dr. Kumba said, with a ratio of 1:60. With a ratio of 1:60, which would have been a ratio of 1:4. And for very sick babies, especially the babies of less than 1 kilogram, those require a ratio of 1:1. But mixing up all that with premature babies, very sick babies, we work with a ratio of 1:60. That is 1 nurse and 60 babies, with 3 that are employed under Ministry of Health, and the 5 that are employed by grants given by MUST. So we applaud and thank MUST, and for those that write the grants, especially Dr. Kumba that wrote the grant that employs us, including me. So these nurses work tirelessly with withstanding long hours and bear the heat. For those that have visited the old NICU and the mothers here, they can testify. The heat there is unbearable. Unfortunately, we've had nurses and doctors faint in that unit during the ward rounds. And unfortunately, Dr. Stella has also been a victim. But I applaud you all for persevering throughout all that and having late lunches and dinners and sometimes being absent parents. But I pray that God can award you with the best. And let's keep motivating each other and motivate ourselves to always do better. We are very excited for the new building, but we really need the human resource and support. We can't run that whole building with just 8 nurses. So we call upon more employment, like the director had mentioned before, and Dr. Kumba. And then I go ahead and thank the doctors. We don't run that unit on our own. We run it with doctors who are pediatricians, and that is Dr. Kumba. He was my mentor the first time I came 6 years back. And then Dr. Stella and Dr. Olive. You've mentored me so well. I'm now a national trainer in the newborns. And since Mbara is a center for training. I'm glad that I'm one of the trainers. So, and then we run with SHOs. Those are doctors that are doing their masters in pediatric and child health. They do a very good work in the day-to-day runnings of the unit, plus the students of maths that are doing a master's in pediatric nursing. And then we also run it with volunteers and interns. So I applaud you all for the work that you're doing to work selflessly and effortless and with all the efforts into saving the work of the precious lives. I go ahead and thank the administration of Mbarara Regional Referral Hospital for the support they give us in equipment, the nurses department represented by the SPNO. They support us every other time. We cried for human resource and they were able to give us those 3 nurses that we are talking about, because as this NICU was starting, it started with just 1 nurse. So to my mentees that are here and are running neonatal units in the facilities that where you are, I understand what you're going through, because we started with just running 1 nurse in the unit. So these people are mentored. This is to the commissioner. After we've mentored these people, they go back to the facilities. However, they have a challenge of running the unit on their own. So that means you're working day and night. And that is where we also came from, with 1 nurse running the unit, and it was only running 1 in the night. And during that day, there were challenges of where we had those 20 deaths, which has now been reduced. And now and then after we went to 4, and with the help of the administration of Mbarara Regional Referral Hospital and the nurses department, we were able to get the 3 nurses that we're having, making a total of 8. And then for the supplies, we still, I thank World Bank and the Ministry of Health Uganda for their building, and we are very excited to go there, and all the equipments. I've visited the stores and I've appreciated most of the things that are there. Very excited to start using very many, because I think I've achieved a lot of skills that I'm not using. And but we still have a deficit of essential drugs in saving preterm babies, especially caffeine and surfactant. So we shall continue to request. I know this was mentioned last year, but we still have a deficit there, and we request for a continuous supply of that. So this is a speech from the NICU team Mbarara, and my name is Bashirat Sime, who is the deputy nurse in charge, Mbarara Regional Referral Hospital. Thank you all. To God and my own country. Thank you.
Yeah.
amashemerwa no kujumbura hari Gogo Kids Festival and Family Day 2025 ebirabi na mukaga byo kuri 12 omwaka hari Gogo Country Hotel and Culture Center leto mwana shemererwa mu izoba erwijwiremo ebirabacamura nka bouncing castles okuvuga ngamiya okuzihamiza face painting nempaka zo kuzina nemishono y'ebyenjwara otebigo za baruni n'abashongozi nyamwinji barimo Fresh Kid Wakiso Dance Kids DJ Ikra okutahamu sinije mutwaro gumubana abaze no kutahira mubusha tandikana shayina zakasheshe okusashaye 12 zo mwazo injoye muri kira nohire omuringo gwigongo amashemererwa omwanya gumwe ebirakiraho tera noti mushanje mukaga nshanju nibi 28 Igongo Kids Festival and Family Day ahiburi kamwenyo kino mugasho
Skylight Hotel eresora uhereza bwo murembo muri Mbarara City ahiba rukwereza breakfast ngakatogo omelette Rolex shumbusha chapati chai yamate eyo mukaru akatunda ko murembe nebindi
bineyo na chamushanere kutandika shamu kagazi ihangwe nibateke nkoko embuzi ecenyanja muchemo obushaza akaru ekitoche echozi emondi greens obutura eshwiga kandi echo kunywa niki
nikigenderaho. Hey, manya bino buraro burungi bw'omurembe aha beyi nungi kandi warara Skylight Hotel Mbarara City breakfast ne yabusha bine rooms eziri self contained DStv security rije kandi parking ne yemarira
bine bara yo murembe pool table sauna na steam bath hamwe na conference hall.
Skylight Hotel neshangwa omuri Mbarara City wahingura kace aha Vision Empire orguto rwatora katete ijuka ngu nibo ba director ba Skylight Hotel rukunjiri ebirukiraho tera no tumushanje mwenda 18 58 38 ninga no tumushanje no tumukaga 36
bantu mwebero bikuru byahika kandi mwekwasa ki
akanzari kitu akatayari karuho tunyumirwe byo kuriya byitu mukujaguza okuri twese akanzari katayari twaba ntushemererwa tunga paketi yawe ya tayari kare powder okuruga haduka lyona irukuri hihi terere hasimu 0 mushanju 0 mukaga 5 tayari kare powder ahabo bunuzigwe byo kuriya byawe nemboga zawe.
Omagarageseji arihembere eri kutuhindura tukabece kituri embereji eri kuhindura amazoba engendo narishi ebitebyo bitu nambwe no mumberejo bitwantoronde kintu cyo mutana habindi namunonge kintu kiri kubasa kureta hecho kutangaza omagaragitu naniwe gabana haburungi bwa Wonders Family Jelly izoba ryawe riberyo mutano gakoziro mbirungo ebirikuhezo mbiri gukagarika busya gukagira mani wena kwasigara no kuraje. Wonders Family Jelly nuko majuta agine kuguma harubaju neka yawe.
Wonders, always wonderful.
Christmas gerushereza ko yakuretere cyo mutano hangurebera abanyamwingi omuhururu yitu eya obugeiga bwawe omusako nemigabo okwangura buremigabo 10 no kukiraho ohangurebera mu byaho naho kandi otahe mukazano ako kwangurebera abanyamwingi manyemigabo eriyo muri za grade yo kubanza nemigabo 10 kwikara 50 grade ya kabiri nemigabo 5 na gumwe okwikara igana kandi grade ya gashatu nemigabo igana no kweyongerayo ijuka ngwaho koma guremigabo nemigisha yawe yo kwangura nukwera yiyongere mwere kwenda kumanya birukiraho teresimu eya 0 mushanju 5 mukaga mwenda nari otayire office zeito nkuru omurushere town council nari omatagike tugona agakure heihi nganya kashara nyamambo sanga chera sembabure omukageti rwemkoma kinoni chegegwa hamwe na kibuza rushere sako obuhereza burungi bwabona.
Were as high as 1,000 to 2,000 per year. Now, in that time, we did not have still a dedicated nurse and also no dedicated doctor. So whoever was working that day in the whole department would offer to see newborns. And at that point, you know, mortality went from above 30% to about 20 to 25%. Now, in 2013 to 2018, we started now putting in more interest and getting some people to be dedicated to the unit. And at that time, the department under Dr. That time, the head of department that time, Professor Chwanka, and Dr. Kumba wrote a project to have at least a nurse to be in the newborn unit during night shift. And that time, also, we had started postgraduate training for pediatrics, thanks to MAST. And so we would have one resident or postgraduate dedicated to the unit, and that was the doctor of the unit, plus that one nurse in the night. Because that time mortality was so high in the night, everyone was away. So with just that little input of human resource, one nurse and one doctor, one night nurse and one day doctor, we managed to increase our admissions from 2,000 to 3,000 per year. And we reduced mortality from above 20 to about 15%. Okay. Now, in 2018, that's when now I got employed under the university. And the reason I got employed under the university was to run newborn services. I know all the roles of the university were there, but as a department, that was the biggest need. And because as a resident, I was greatly interested in newborns, that was the background reason for my admission to the department. So I started working in the newborn unit full-time with a resident, and eventually a year later, Dr. Olive joined me, and we were 2 pediatricians now. So we worked up to now as the 2 pediatricians. We were able to get more contract nurses under still the university project, that is Izumi, and we were able to have 4 of them. And on top of that, we managed to get 1 staff from the hospital. The hospital also started looking for resources to equip the unit. With this, we increased our level of services. We went away from basic newborn care to advanced newborn care. We also got a pediatric surgeon in the unit at that time to operate on newborns who have surgical conditions. So with that combined team, we started working on quality improvement projects one by one. One of them was under Rotary Club of Mbara, which was KMC, and we advanced our care. And with that, we were able to reduce our mortality from 15 to an average of 10%. Now, from 2023, we realized that we cannot continue functioning only as a NICU. We had other areas that were affecting us, and that was the community newborn care. That is the lower facilities working in Ankole region, and also increase in pediatric surgical conditions. But also we had other areas like us not addressing newborn issues right from obstetrics. So from 2023, we improved and extended our care. We started community support for newborn care. We started training lower facilities and helping them to set up newborn units under Ministry of Health and some implementing partners like USAID that time and UNICEF and many other implementing partners. And also, we started our rotation in obstetrics and gynecology as newborn unit. So we would go there, get antenatal consultations, plan deliveries, and I'm glad they are here, and receive these babies so that we take them when they are in a better condition. And with that, that is what has brought our mortality to 7.2. So what does that mean for us who are working to improve newborn care? The first thing is that you need personal commitment. As you've heard from everyone, you have to start with a personal commitment to look after newborns. Newborns can die any minute, they can die any second, you can turn away and a baby you left very well and crying and very active can be dead because you did not look for 5 minutes. And that is the work of our nurses that you see who are trained so much because they have to sit there and look at that baby. Now, what is the other thing? We need institutional commitment, and if it wasn't for the commitment of Mbara Regional Ifaro Hospital in upgrading newborn care, and the commitment of Mbara University of Science and Technology in adding the skilled staff and specialization to this newborn unit, we would not make it to where we are. And before I move away from that point, I would like to appreciate the commitment of residents. Where are the pediatric SHOs? Please, wherever you are, stand up. Yeah, so our residents of masters in pediatrics and masters in nursing, and masters in critical care nursing have been a backbone. We only 2 pediatricians. We cannot look after 80 babies in a unit every day without the support of these people. And from our analysis, we've seen that every increment in the residents, we have now 5 residents rotating in newborn unit at every point in time. And so with the increase in the number of residents in the newborn unit, we have been able to combat preventable deaths in newborn unit. So all teaching hospitals, please take this as one of the resources that we have. Now, I would like to explain the regional newborn care. Our region had left newborn care to the regional referral hospitals. But when we saw that that was a challenge, together with Ministry of Health, we've been working on empowering lower facilities from health center falls upwards to have a newborn unit. And so far we have health centers that are running newborn care under our support, and that is Itojo Hospital. We are having Nachivale, Rekubo, Ishaka, and with Wera, we have Kitagata. We have been moving around in these regions, and there are many other hospitals that still need support to set up newborn units. So thank you to Ministry of Health for the trainings we've been able to do, and also for the support to set up these newborn units. Lastly, I would like to appreciate our parents. Our newborn unit is a unit of full-time family-centered care. And it was the first of that kind because most units were chasing away parents from the unit. But they have done so well in learning and caring for their newborns. And from a research that we did to see what their needs were, their main concerns have been now addressed with the new building that was sleeping on the floor. They kept crying of that cold floor that they sleep on with no beds, and it was so painful for a post-Caesar mother to sleep on the floor and also to have nice refreshing facilities. The other concern was they have no family support once they stay long in hospital. And we would like to encourage the community, the people who are here. When a mother delivers a preterm, it's not a crime, it's not a curse. Let us support these parents. Let us be with them, even for the 2 months they are staying in hospital. As families and communities, come and support these mothers. Churches, come and visit them. Come and give them some donations to keep them well in hospital. But above all, they said their stronghold was the health workers, because you were always there to counsel them, to offer them support. And if it wasn't for health workers, they wouldn't stay in hospital. This means that you need to keep and not get tired of doing good as health workers. For God and my country, succeed we must. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Chokunda, for defying my rules and speak beyond 3 minutes, but you deserved it. Because you also have a long story to share in regards with management of newborn babies. You are doing a wonderful job. I recognize the presence of Dr. Livante Ijuka. He's our obstetrics and gynecology. Also, LMS coordinator. He's a newly married man, and he's one of, he's also doing a perfect job. And I also recognize the presence of Afande Imekatera, the representative of the president from Rwengo. He's one of the most senior persons who is, the president normally deploys him in the volatile places. But before he leaves, the ground is leveled. So you're doing a perfect job. So now, nanabagambire ntekere kinecha nekyava ba mama bitu ningashi ba sister bitu abazira abana batakahikire. So numukunchereza because age podium banu advising ngo bagambire kuriya konkara janteke kirone cyabo na defying rules eziba batiro because I'm the boss here. So nbakwija nbagambira. So omwe naku representinga aba get to hear that particular story. I also recognize the presence of Madame Caroline Avasa is our hospital administrator. A good Muchiga from Kavare because that's where she has been. So ekatutunge yo omuntu omwe or are representing abakazi abaziire abana batakakire. Yes. Abwenjo tija n'omwana wawe. Oh.
Thank you so much. All protocol observed. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Praise God. I have a reason to praise God. Ntakajire hare na nishabatwe na tuanze terem kama witu engaro zamani. Na n'abakyara abazira bana batashikire na nishabambanze mwimuke batutero mu ngaro kuba kikakitangwi. Izina ndinawusi Katushabe ndi mama wa Angel Hope Fortune nindigi isinjiro owitu ni isinjiro enjogu nkamuzara at 28 weeks and 5 days akaine 0.98 kilograms. Nani shabatu banze tusime abashaho tubatero mu ngaro. Abashaho bine miringo mingi. Turiyan celebrating a World Prematurity Day konka that prematurity netandikira ahanda. Midwives, gynecologists tubasima akuba nimwe mwatandikira mu rumogo. For example, nyowe nkafuna condition iba mbeta oligohydramnios kunagira omusikani bagira ngo amizgo kuzo mwana omunda tugakirumu. The only option was to remove the baby. I was scared. The baby was still young. Konka nisima ruhanga wakozisa abashaho bakanyoperatingiraho a referral on my operation akarona pediatrician ni mwijikogo mshija Dr. Timothy. He was there. Yayakira omwana bamutwara bamurebera mbwe ninsima nija kujurira ninsima abashaho ba doctor pediatricians nurses midwives mwena yumuri mukama baherezo mugisha. You have done a great work. Kumwabe mutaruho Angel wouldn't be here. Na nitwa bazire turabombiza ububyingi kurebera omwana. Abana bakaba bukabukira buto nyoni nyishika Angel. Yes. Angel was too small. Even the siblings came to visit her. One of them cried. Was like, "Mommy, the baby is too small." I had to explain to her that Angel came when she was still young. But all in all, we thank God. We are here to celebrate. Mbweni mwebare abatebekanise eji celebration kandi ninshaba government irwaro muryongere mabashaho. Abashaho nabache, they are doing a lot of work. Hakubanko bwire bwitu abashaho bakaba darane behenenga. Kandi twabaziri abakuba twina abana batashitire. We need to be supported. Kuba nibakushaba nkamate emtware na nechweka omuzire norgo kwisinjiro otine necho kurya konka mbwenu nishaba mukama abenwe yatebe kanisa na government ekiteka tekeho na simaho n'omushijo omwe okoruguro wanagamba kugumana ba following up abana kumukutsibura twazomuka omweke ya echendera. So we need that constant follow up kugira ngu abana bitu bakuzibweje. Angel is a bright girl. She's now in P3 and she's doing well. Angel nakora zigana. Yes, and I thank God. nebyo mukama bampero mugisha mwebare kutweta. Angel, would you like to say something? Yes.
I have a poem. The poem is about the cries of the earth. The earth is cracking, it's crying and weeping, it's sobbing so loud. The cut is too deep, the land is left bare, no one dared care, it has nothing left to share. The earth is hiding its face, hiding beneath a cloud. It's dropping tears. Human gears are tearing it apart, hiding beneath a cloud.
Thank you so much. Mwebale mnonga.
Oh, yeah, be here. What a wonderful poem. Hiding beneath. I even have a few words to add on. Yeah. This, of course, when you share stories too long without a break, you can get bored. But before I invite an entertainment from Uganda Police Force.
Bino bintamye kene nawe bwante walisanyi geri mpewa kazero kombo cha drink Bublan akuja chako What is it now? I don't know later. How about the kakane buli magenda kufuna laba none na sange neda kachiri bashiti gwengera kuwa kazero kombucha gwengera kuwa kazero dawata naye kwata kotumanyi muno bana bade myaka musanvu bedu ngabali mu business kali muno mungenda mu myaka tumakwata
bino bikoredwa aba Jonathan and Frank Investments abawongozi ba People's Choice Quality Award 2025 bakuletede ne kazero drink and win promotion eranga kyosanga mukasanikira kyowangula buno kazero tewali kikuwangula
abachara empangare ni mwe nabishya bo murembe musya noyenda kujwara ukarebe kaje nko mukazi w'ekitinisa ikiriza twanjurire the Light International Designers abari kushangwa mu rurembo barra abantu bakumanyisa ngo bakuretire myende y'abachara y'emikoro yona nkeye mbaga jet party dresses, evening dresses, ibiteteye bya office uteberwe na za casual wear bine suits hamwe na blazers ahabwo mucyaro uri kwenda kurebe kaje nendijo minji kande yo murembe buri style yo mwenda yona bajine taya ireduka yabo mpango muri mbarra hari Mbaguta Street Easy View Complex iduka namba U anana munana bagaruka bakora n'itaja ari Western Arcade hashungwine na Mbarra Central Market bateresimu 0 nkaga na mushanju atawuna mushanju kinana nemwe The Light International Designers munywani wawe umbiyo kujwara no kurebe kaje
ya mazina ya Simwe Sam Director w'ishami rya Elites Junior School erukushango mu rwo wiyenje Mbarra City North Mbarra City mitweta abazire kureta abana ayishomero ibiro mukaga byo ku 12 Kids Festival tutekatekero Kids Festival kugira ngo abana barabwo mashomero abana munonga abana baheze umwaka nibabara birumbi byinje munonga so tutebekanisa mukorogu kugira ngo abana biye mu stress ezabako barabiremo umashomero umwaka gona so twita abazire activities ni nyingi twino bouncing castle twino kamo swimming pool ne motoka abana bakona vuga motoka ibintu byinji munonga mbwe ni mureta abana mutaferwa ibiro mukaga byo ku 12 kutarika na shayi ibiri kusya shayi 11 zo mwana
munyayuganda mutahi wayo nomanya nkurga government yarwanyize teka yenkore yabona basome gete UPE mu 1997 na USE mu 2007 emiturre y'abantu mu Uganda nomanya ngwe kahindukaho abantu bayiyongera kubaje mbwenu bwanyuma y'emyaka 28 NRM committed cadres bafite bekanisizeho omukoro gwo kusima government ya NRM hamwe na his excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni omukoro ogu guri yabahebera 23 byo kwikumira gumwe 2025 omuchayi kororo independence ground okutandika shaisha tuzakasheshe mpaka izoba ryona omugenyo mukuru ni president wihanga his excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni ashendekerezibwo mucyara we Janet Kataha Museveni minister w'ibyo bwegese nemizano omutwe bwizoba ngukwatarabiriwe nyowe niwe tutwakushomere iza twe murice obwe turukusima government ya NRM ahubwo kureta UPE na USE nangwa na state house okwatira abana batari bamwe na bamwe omu universities zitari zimwe na zimwe otaferwa beshongozi bihanga ryona nebinde byo kushemeza nanye kacayi no wa UPE nyiza kubadiyo
twakwakira hari King Caesar University itendekero ry'ururengo rwahiyo kandi obwa hatergine chata okutendeka beji bona aharurengo rwa Africa rekureteremisho mu nyamwingi erya rurengo rwa degree aharimu ka medicine and surgery law business administration applied economics computer forensics petroleum geoscience nendijo minji twine nendijo mishomo ya diploma in clinical medicine community health global business nezindi kosi nyamwinji hari King Caesar University hati no basakoresa intex ibiri zonka yo kwakana ne kwa munana nyensia yawe hinduke na munonga wamara kusharaho shangari proti 22 King Caesar Road Gaba Kampala ningo teresimwe ya noti 200 rwendi 11 bina50 ningo twicirira kibanja cite cha website www.kcu.ac.ug. King Caesar University, igniting the future.
Make me show girl. You ain't need pan flow. Me no go ever leave you for road. Even like you go. Thank you very much. Let me touch you again. Thank you. Your body moving serious. I would like to kindly invite the director. I would like to kindly invite the director and the head of department, Dr. Stella. Please come through. There. Please come and receive the donation from the soft care team. We appreciate you very much, Mr. Felix and Mr. Bernard, for what you have provided us with. Thank you very much, Mascot Uganda. Kawempe National Referral Hospital is also in the house. Thank you. And please, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Soft Care. The Mama Tulia team as well has some donations. I would like to kindly appreciate the Clinton DJ. It's okay, you can come down. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please make sure that all our 400 diapers go to our babies. Thank you very much, Dr. Stella. I would like to appreciate the Clinton Health Access Initiative. Abazire bitu tuinemere mutaka agenda mutsasire mutsasire obwire konkani tuzakwije fudu eriyaho Kare, without further ado, please, Mr. Halson, let's expedite this. I would like to kindly invite the Dean, my teacher, as well, Professor Dr. Ngonzi Joseph, to please kindly invite our Vice Chancellor. Thank you very much.
Mwasibaje Bamama mwasibaje. Okay, good afternoon, all protocol observed. My job is very simple this afternoon. I would like to invite the Vice Chancellor of Mbara University of Science and Technology to come and address us this afternoon. That's the task that was given to me, and I would want to remain faithful to that task. So please join your hands together with me as we welcome Professor Pauline.
Thank you very much, Professor Ngonzi. Our commissioner from the Ministry of Health and the former commissioner from Ministry of Health, Dr. Mugahi and Dr. Jessica Nsungwa. We are very delighted to have you here. The President's representative from Rengo, our Director of Mbara Regional Referral Hospital, the board chair, former board chair, and all invited dignitaries, the heads of the different departments, the faculty, the clinicians, the mothers, the fathers, ladies and gentlemen, twabashemerera, twabachira. You're all welcome to this occasion when we commemorate the World Prematurity Day. We have heard a lot about prematurity. We have seen some of the babies who were born premature. Let's see some of the adults here who were born premature. Anybody, any adult here who was born premature, please stand up for recognition. Let's give them a big round of applause. We thank God for saving your lives, and we thank the doctors who looked after you. Globally, we know that there are some renowned scientists and artists who were born premature. I was checking and I saw some of the examples include individuals who have won the Nobel Prize, including Albert Einstein, Isaac Newton. I hope you all know about Isaac Newton. Those who did physics, you have read about these two individuals. You've read about those famous equations that disturbed our heads when we were in school. I'm sure the architect here knows the E equals mc squared equation, the famous equation. All those scientists and many others were born premature, but they became world-renowned, well-accomplished scientists. So it is our duty to ensure that we give babies born premature a strong start. A strong start because they are the future of our nation. Some of them are going to be very, very prominent people. They're going to contribute to this nation. So let us give them a strong start. And I want to join the director of Mbara Regional Hospital to give these babies a strong start. I want to start by acknowledging Dr. Kumba Kumba. Dr. Kumba Kumba, you deserve a standing ovation. Let's all stand up and give him a standing ovation. Dr. Kumba Kumba, thank you very much for the work that you have done. You may sit down. We want to thank him so much because we've heard a lot about his dedication to service. He's a staff of Mbara University of Science and Technology, but you can not tell. You may think he's a staff of Mbara Regional Referral Hospital. And that's how we work. Dr. Kumba Kumba, I am waiting for your application for promotion because when on the university side, we have criteria for promotion. And the criteria includes service, teaching for so many years, publications, community service, resource mobilization, And I think from what we have heard today, Dr. Kumba Kumba's community service is more than we can measure. His training, teaching, contribution to teaching and training is more than we can measure. His resource mobilization is more than we can measure. Mobilizing resources to construct the NICU is more than we can measure. So, Dr. Kumba Kumba, I am waiting. Many times our clinicians forget that they belong to the university. And they forget that they actually need to show cause to the university. But we see what they are doing going forward. Having said that, I want to thank Mbara Regional Referral Hospital for the very, very smooth relationship that we as a university have with the hospital. As we sit here this afternoon, you cannot tell the difference between the hospital and the university. And our commissioners, please take this message back to the minister and the PS, that in Mbarara there is no difference. We all serve together. And as Mbarara University, we pledge to continue with this kind of relationship. As you have heard from the director, this NICU requires a lot of human resource, specialized human resource. I myself am a medical doctor, internal medicine and epidemiologist, but sometimes I sit back and wonder how these pediatricians, and more so the neonatologists, work. Because their work involves handling very small babies. You've heard she was born when she was only 0.9 kgs. Dr. Mugahi was telling me the longest surviving premature baby was born when she was 0.4 kilograms. So I wonder how these people handle these babies. Dr. Oyania Felix, here present, I don't know how you perform surgery on these babies. And I must commend you. It takes a lot of precision, a lot of care and attention to detail to handle these babies. So as Mbarara University of Science and Technology, we pledge to continue manufacturing the human resource. We are dedicated to human capital development. And we'll continue to train the doctors, the scientists, the biomedical engineers. You heard from Dr. Kumba Kumba's presentation that they have equipment. This equipment needs to be maintained with one biomedical engineer for each unit. This equipment will need biomedical engineers. We have the program at Mbarara University of Science and Technology. We pledge to continue producing these biomedical engineers. But also, we are producing the medical doctors, the nurses. We have subspecialized training programs, pediatric nursing, critical care nursing. We have the fellowships, and we pledge to continue. Please work with us so that we can continue to produce this much-needed human resource. I want to appreciate Dr. Akulo, the president of Uganda Pediatric Association. I don't know if she's still here. Thank you for your speech, and thank you for mentoring the pediatricians. They do great work. You heard from her. She was a doctor for my own babies, and I really admire the work of pediatricians. When a baby is sick, the mother is also sick. The fathers get sick and sometimes run away because they fear sick children. But you pediatricians do a great job. And I'm glad that the director and Dr. Kumba Kumba said in the NICU there is a space for mothers, but there is also some provision for the fathers to accompany the mothers and soothe the mothers when they're in those rocking chairs with the kangaroo care. I want to applaud you for that, for remembering these fathers. So pediatricians, you do a great job. Continue doing it, continue mentoring the pediatricians, and we shall continue to work together. Finally, I want to thank the government of Uganda for providing us with the resources to continue with the developments that we do. This NICU is all funded by the World Bank, but through the government of Uganda. I request the Commissioner to take our appreciation back to the Minister and the PS and the whole top management at the Ministry, that we are extremely grateful for the resources and the support they continue to give us. As I speak, Mbarara University of Science and Technology has also received additional resource to construct the Faculty of Medicine, which is going to transition into the College of Health Sciences. And this is all through the government of Uganda. So I want to thank the government of Uganda and to pledge that we'll continue to support you. Back to the point of World Prematurity Day, I want to congratulate all the mothers here who have come with their babies who were born premature. Congratulations upon the deliveries, and thank you for looking after those babies, and many more out there who are not here. And I want to thank the doctors who continue to look after you. I want to pledge my support from the university side that will continue to contribute to the care of premature babies through our human capital development. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Yeah, thank you, our Vice Chancellor, for those wonderful remarks. The first female Vice Chancellor at Mbarara University of Science and Technology, which started way back in 1989. Yeah, I don't know whether this is the fundamental change that the president promised, because she's the first Vice Chancellor. I cannot go away from here without recognizing some dedicated members from the Department of Pediatrics, Dr. Dora Nampija. That one I cannot fail to recognize her. Where is she? Dr. Dora Nampija. Dr. Nantongo Josephine. Yo, they are doing a great job. Yeah, Dr. Karuvi Peter. Yeah, so these are the gallant men and women that are driving success stories at pediatrics department. And also we have a representative from Isinjiro district, the ADHO, Mutunji Amos, who is in charge of maternal and child health. Yeah, really this makes it the World Prematurity Day, because everyone here is represented. So I will call the representative of the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Health, who doubles to be our commissioner, to come and tell us something. Dr. Mugahe. So the commissioner, you can come and give us your remarks, and then from there it will be closed by our senior man who has been deployed almost everywhere, the representative of the president.
Thank you, our MC today. I think he deserves a big hand clap, because he has done a great job, and he has not been appreciated. I've already been introduced, and I stand here in two capacities. One to represent the permanent secretary, who had confirmed to be here until late last night, that she got an engagement with Ministry of Finance looking for more money for our facility. You see, everything now rotates on how much money you have. But allow me, before I move into the speeches, the delegated speeches and my own comments, to recognize a few people from Ministry of Health that we traveled with. Ministry of Health is fully represented here. Allow me in a special way introduce Dr. Jessica Nsungwa, the commissioner before me, my predecessor. She remains very critical to our system and supporting us from the back. Allow me also introduce Assistant Commissioner, your very own, for nursing and nursing public health. Agatha was your very own. She was ADHO in Barara. We stole her to the Ministry of Health. I can see Emma is surprised. We keep staking some people. And allow me also to recognize Senior Waswa. Waswa is part of the very strong fabric of Ministry of Health. As a senior consultant, we recognize the work that you do. Allow me also recognize the engineers Engineer Tadeo, Assistant Commissioner Biomedical Engineering. He's right behind there. We've been talking about all the gaps in biomedical engineering, and we had not. The big man for biomedical engineers is here. Allow me also in a special way recognize the team from the Department of Reproductive and Child Health. There are quite many, Dr. Ruth, Dr. Migade, and all the others, wherever you are. Please clap for them. I've been up and down, and they've done a great job. I had refused Imbarara because I knew they were not very ready, but they insisted that Deus is ready. He has a cow for us. Allow me also in a special way recognize the National Safe Motherhood Experts Committee, Professor Mujenyi's Amidi Stas, Professor Mujenyi's Safe Birth NASMEC Committee, and there are many others here. In a special way, of course, Professor Ngonzi, you've already been recognized, and my special attachment to you. On this side, there's a lady from Mubende, and she would be very annoyed if she was not recognized. Kindly stand up for recognition. So there are many hospitals which are here. I felt that only Mubende was not recognized. Is there any other hospital that was not recognized? Yes. Which one? Maldmay. Maldmay Hospital, we clap for them. Who else? Chitovu is here. Who else? Moroto is here. Whoever has not been recognized, come and face the Kasana with me. Where did the umbrella man go? MC, were you paying the umbrella man? Okay. On a special note, allow me to also stand on the protocol that others have enumerated. It is very elaborate and well respected. But especially our elders, the board chairperson and the former board chairperson, we really recognize your presence here. You came quite early. I know you participated in the marching. And keep marching because it's good for self-care. Abazire bitu nimwe twabakira nanye ninyenda kutwara omugisogo kubagambira nti mukama wanje permanent secretary yaryo okwijaha kuba nimwe rizoba konkati yaba sabo abo different challenges konkantu bakunda munonga kandi yampe bigambo bice ebyo gamba nimwe entegeke zitwine nka ministry y'ebyamagara nekitwenda nimwe mukore nkabazire ninga abantu baburijo. First of all, or what we are seeing here today is just the beginning of something great. What we are seeing for the newborn is the beginning of something very great. I expected some clapping for this. Because 5 years ago, newborn care was not so much pronounced in Uganda. 5 years ago, I started with the team of Bolamu Makai and Nyonyi Ntono Nakaseke team. We are not as vibrant as we is, and the movement now is growing. Now, Emma, we've also created our own movement of the newborn child, and it's very big. So what we are seeing is something that is progressive, something that is growing, and something that we are very intentional about. Research evidence yoreka nti abana bakuzarwa batakajizo kwezi, the newborns, they were dying so many, and for the last 20 years we had gotten stuck on very poor indicators. Around 27 per 1,000 babies were dying as newborns, like Dr. KK mentioned. I don't want to praise him again because he has already gotten a promotion. He's already excited. Even if he doesn't get lunch, Pauline gave you a promotion. But that's the brotherhood that we really want to work together and see how we improve our country. So many babies were dying, and mothers forgive us. We had not invested enough. But now, for the people of Uganda, we are coming to invest in newborn care, and we have started. Just an example, this year alone, before it ends, we shall have Masaka on board, up and running, newborn care unit. We shall have Fort Portal newborn care unit. I think Mubende, you're also on board. We have your equipment. And Iganga, 4 newborn care units, fully equipped, and we have the money. So we are really, really very intentional on supporting the newborn. And we have a project coming up next year also to support newborn care at all levels of care. So we are very intentional as government to make sure that our young babies, whether preterm or newborns, term newborns, do not die because we need them. Nebajirangwe mitimito nchechibira cha nyensakare. Tukwe? Deus, you'll correct me. Yes. As a country, we are interested in having our population not only to survive, and the president of Uganda Pediatricians Association mentioned it. We are not only looking at the baby surviving, like the angel you saw here. She's survived, she's thriving and growing. She managed to give us, and the mother was very happy. Mama wa angel tuenda kwebaza webare munonga kurebe romo anog. Mama of angel, I think you're still around. Those are the stories. As stories nzotu kwenda mugume mugambira abantu mucharo. Nyankuzarwa toro omwana Ky'Abereere azarwa Batahikire bakaba mweta Ekitorogo. Obani mwenu kumwabira mweta. It was a very bad name. Ikari rizi na rivi. It was stigmatizing, but I had to say it because akari yona mazina abantu bakweta Katorogo. Katorogo mugina hankore. Akari ya mazina bakweta Katorogo. Katorogo nchimanyisa ngwazirwa obwire bwo kuzarwamo. Obwahikire kuzarwamo abantu bire bakaba bare obwire emyezi. Ninjira bakaba bara okubabire season. So bakaba bara kuwabiro zarwa otakakize emyezi mwenda bakweta Katorogo ninge Kitorogo. Konke kichona hati abwa science yituresire bya professor byakike byana agamba twinaba no mu Uganda ba survive ngire half kilo imwe mumanya half kilo minzani abana bakuzarwa na half kilo hati mu Uganda hati agamajingo ntubasa kureba ngo niba survivinga eki mu kiterro mu ngaro kikakitaro henyima echa kabiri ngo kutwarebere nka ministry y'abyamagara kutwarebere abana bariyo hati tutireho science ninga obuhereza bwo kureba ngo abana nabazarwa Batahikire ntubasa kubato mu incubator tubato mu byoma tubarise tubanywise bakure twachendeze myaka ya definition ya abortion. Ekyabire nkyahura abortion na preterm ekerye myezi 28. Omwana Ky'Abereere azarwa atahikize myezi 28. Weeks 28. Bakaba jeta abortion ninga miscarriage enderugirem. Konka to mu Uganda bwo kuba bana ba surviving tukashanga more than 60%. Our survival rate for babies below 28 weeks was more than 60%. We revised our guidelines. Now our guideline is talking about 26 complete weeks. It's because of your effort. The definition of abortion in other countries, in Japan, it's 22 or 24, thereabout. But Uganda also, we have followed other developing countries or developed countries. Now we can make a baby of 26 weeks survive very well. So Mama Angel, Noah 26 in a way can also survive. Today, it is over. We're supposed to kuba kureba NICU opening officially. Konkatwa shangar mobu intebibire bitaka wereche. There are some things that are not yet complete in our NICU, and we've agreed with the contractor. Guess we want to thank you. I think you've been a very good partner, Doreen. This man is a very good partner for Ministry of Health. He has also supported us to build regional incinerators. I know him from Fort Portal. He did a great job. So, and we agreed with the permanent secretary and the chief guest who failed also to be here at the last minute, the Right Honorable Speaker, Deputy Speaker, that we can do this at a future date, but it is not going to stop us from using the facility. We are going to complete. We are going, Dr. KK and team, we are going to work with the same energy, put the equipment in place, and begin and work on the completion of engineer Guess and team, and then we begin using the facility. The political class was not comfortable with commissioning during the political season. And I think that was just a small thing. But they've been allowed to continue using the facility. the commissioning can come after the political season. So that I wanted to give that clarification of why we did not have the commissioning done today. We are going to use the facility without commissioning. Commissioning will come at a future date as long as the engineer hands over and has fully finished his work. So we want to thank you on that. I want also to comment on behalf of Ministry of Health that we are aware about the human resource gap. We are aware about the human resource gap. Ministry is fully aware, and this was part of the communication from the permanent secretary. And we are going to work on this. This facility without human resource will become a white elephant, maybe even a black one. White elephant is an English expression of something there. So we are very committed, and actually, as a matter of fact, there's an engineer biomedical engineer, I'm going to work with Tadeo. There's a gentleman called Eugene here. Eugene has been very resourceful. Eugene, can you stand up? You see, I know my people, Tadeo. You hear the cheering. I'm going to look for a contract for this man. Let's follow up. I'm going to get him a contract. At least for beginning, to make sure that he fully supports this facility 100%. He's an exceptional Ugandan. I think he does his work with passion. So we are aware about the human resource gaps, and I also wanted to communicate that outside the fellowship for neonatal training, which Uganda accredited this year, we are also fast-tracking the accreditation of the neonatal nurse. Our Ugandan definition of a neonatal nurse is going to be a BSN, I think BSN midwifery and nursing. I don't know, I confuse nursing things. But a bachelor's in nursing and midwifery, but with a postgraduate training in neonatology. That is our definition of a neonatal nurse. And those ones will have an added advantage for recruitment to be deployed at general hospitals. I told you this is a movement. General hospitals and regional referrals to manage the wards. And they will work closely with the neonatologists and the pediatricians to make sure that the care teams are complete. We have the money to support their scholarships. Our first 5 cohort of neonatologists were fully supported by our money, and now we have some here. They could stand up for recognition. Uganda has graduated its first group of 5 neonatologists, and the next, Stella is in the second cohort, in the number 2. Do we have any 5 of the 5? Dr. Diambu, Dr. Ojambo, they are not here. But we have our first cohort of 5 neonatologists made from Uganda have graduated in October. The second cohort made in Uganda. The second cohort of the Stellas, I think we selected around 6. And 6 Stella. Also fully supported, are undergoing training and will be graduating in 2 years. Our target is to have 40 neonatologists from 0 in the next 5 years. And every region of Uganda will be fully covered. And we're progressing. I'm also happy to mention that along that, I was discussing with Dr. Jessica, my predecessor, that the NICU, and we shall discuss this further with Dr. KK, the NICU in Imbarara is not going to be congested. We are going to have the NICU in Imbarara as a center of excellence, working with a network of newborn care units in the region. And that is the design. You are going to support Chitagata, you are going to support Itojo. Actually, your catchment area, Bwana Deus, goes beyond. People in Fort Portal actually refer here. I'm on the board of Fort Portal Hospital, we refer here. So this catchment of saying Mbarara is 12 districts is not okay. So we are going to stock you, we are going to support you as a super regional referral, and your NICU becomes also a super regional NICU, because it's not anywhere in the country, not anywhere in the regional referrals. So that concept of having all the other health center 4s have a level 2A, I will not explain those levels, but every CIMOC or every health facility where a baby is born is going to have something. You are going to have your own Rubimbi. Every place where a baby is born, level 3, There's going to be kangaroo and I don't remember what else. And basic newborn resuscitation. Health Center 4 is going to have a newborn care unit. I'm happy here. Where do I know one? Migade, where do we have one that is good here? Health Center 4. I think Bwizibwera, they have something. So, Ruenkubo, yes, Ruenkubo is exactly what we want for a Health Center 4. We want general hospitals to have level 2A. Level 2A, we should be able to support breathing because there is CPAP at level 2A. So our strategic outlook for how to make your babies, I don't know if the mothers are understanding, konke bituriyo ntuteekateeka ninga bituteekire bitukuza kubasavinga n'ebintu birungi munonga. Precisely, that's what I'm saying. So there is a clear strategy of what should be at what level, and surprisingly, money is coming. Can we clap for that? I'm using someone's statement. Money is coming. So next year, that is beginning January, Uganda is one of the benefiting countries, 12 countries in Africa, that's going to benefit on a grant to fix these gaps. So we should be able to be very intentional. All I need from you, for dear health workers, UPU, is to give us the energy. If each of you can borrow some DNA, half DNA of Kumba Kumba and Stella. I've been privileged to work with these two Ugandans, and I'm even surprised they've not been awarded in here. But your reward is in heaven. Extremely energetic. I've been putting them under pressure to remove beds, to clean the wards, and I've really found a very good work. I really want to thank you that sometimes I push you beyond the limits. Sometimes you can forget what was written. So, outside this, the referral network, yesterday I had a meeting with the World Health Organization. Dr. Queen Dube and Dr. Alice Morgan. They are the head of the World Health Organization newborn team, maternal newborn team. They were very impressed, and they bring you greetings, Uganda. They are very impressed with the work that we are doing in Uganda. I shared some pictures already. So we have total support from the highest level, global level, recognizing that your efforts, what you do every day, the hard work you put in. Where is Stella? I've been to her ward. I found her swarmed in number of babies. I don't want to remember that experience. But Stella, I think we are coming to solve that problem. The human resource to manage these numbers is still a problem. I've discussed this with the minister. We've discussed with the PS. We need to do something. Our nurses are breaking their backs, and everyone. And as I conclude, I want to appreciate the multisectoral nature of how we are handling the newborn. One day I visited Holy Innocents Hospital. Is Holy Innocents here? Why didn't you invite them? Are they here? Holy Innocents, I love the work you're doing. We are not coming to compete with you, but we are going to support you. I love the work they are doing, but I also challenged them that you cannot have a facility that's doing only the baby. They need to think about the mother. Where is the mother? Holy Innocents, I hope you are doing that now. They need to think about the relationship between the baby and the mother. And I'm so impressed that our new infrastructure, state-of-the-art infrastructure at Mbarara, has a whole level dedicated as a mother's hostel. A whole level. The care we want to give is going to look at the mother, both the mother and the newborn. We have services like postnatal care. We want them to improve. We have services like family planning. We have services like nutrition. All those ones must improve. Now, the missing things, Dr. KK, we need a human milk breast bank. You have a blood bank. Science is moving very fast. Uganda already has 2 banks of human breast milk. And I'm told people here can donate milk. Human breast milk. Prof, you've heard. They can donate. So we already have, we are not piloting. We have already done it. We have the first human breast milk bank in Uganda is in Zambia. 2 years ago. 1 year after, we followed with another human breast milk bank in a public facility. We are launching Mbale. we want to see the next human breast milk bank in Mbarara. Some of these preterms bamama ntuza kubiha amashereka abina amashereka mingi ogwo mushijo bakweta katerega stand up. The one who is going to do the community work, he's also involved in getting human breast milk. In Kampala, he has a way of picking it. I don't know how he picks it, but if he knew Runyankola would. But he picks it all over the city. But you know, the women volunteer and call. I have some 1 liter here. Katerega, don't they give us a liter? Some people are gifted by nature. So they volunteer, call us. We have machines in the country that can pasteurize this milk, make it safe. It is the best food for the preterm. Not the cow milk. The best milk for the preterm, the best milk for the neonate is the human breast milk. Some of our mothers here, formula. They can't manage the formula. Formula is very expensive. It's very expensive, and we are coming in there. So lastly, there is I wanted to bring out this message. I want to appreciate our funders. Dr. Jessica, the Kafine Secretary, now is in the country. We have distributed it up to general hospitals. One of the most disturbing, and I wanted the media people to capture this, one of the most disturbing commodities for our mothers. And when I visited in Mbarara in the NICU, I found the same problem, has been surfactant. There is a drug, surfactant. Nuguyambo mwana ya zirwa taichire, kureba ngwama the lungs. Lungs, amaugu, nze atira had mixed maugu. So that the lungs can mature. Atandika kuisiaje lungs zikure. So ogombazi dozi y'omwana omwe ninyenda stero tugambire negura zinga ho muri Mbarara. The last time I checked it was 1 million. Dozi ya surfactant in Mbarara is 1 million. Taro ho muntu waburija kuza kubasa, and I wanted, this is the message I'm going to give to my friend the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker. The government had yechenete kwa kutukwatera ho bwana representative of the president. These people, our local people, our fellow Ugandans cannot afford that medicine. But it's very important. It's a life-saving drug called surfactant. What is it? So, ogombazi itwenka ministry. Twatanchire gugura konka ntwetega ho sente batwongera ka sente tugugure doze mwe negura millionemu. Omo muri Mbarara mu pharmacy gurimu konko muntu waburijo takugobasa. And we want to buy this and make it a free drug for all preterms in Uganda. Mu Uganda omuntu zaza ba preterm abakukemetwari 15. 150,000 preterms every year. So they cannot afford that amount of money. And we are not giving only 1 dose. Stella, how many doses do you need? Dr. Stella, how many doses? 2 doses, 2 million. So it's nesente nyinja muntu waburiju. So omwana yata kutungire nafa. But I think for Mbarara now, Dr. Mega, did we have some surfactant we can give Mbarara? Mbarara now you have surfactant. No more surfactant buying in Mbarara. Even if it is not there, I will steal from Kawempe. Kawempe has too much. I will steal for you from Kawempe. Hey, if it's not there, I will get for you from Kawempe. I know where it is. But amidst all this struggle, we've also asked Deus and the team to buy surfactant for women should not buy surfactant. This is too expensive, Deus. So, this is too expensive, and we want also to appreciate Bless, the gentleman they call Bless Pharmaceuticals. Bless, when they had our cry that surfactant was 1 million, they said, Eric, are you around? How much did you agree to give us surfactant as the people of Uganda? 700, 800. Bless Pharmaceuticals said the Ugandans don't have money, we are going to give them surfactant at 700 in partnership with a Canadian company. And we want to thank you for that. So we want to make sure that with these partnerships, we are able to get these rare molecules at cheaper prices. But this is what it takes for us to save these newborns. So I want to commit that Ministry of Health, under the leadership of the minister, our minister who is very busy in campaigns, you need to continue praying for those campaigning. Our permanent secretary, our director general, we are committed to the efforts of saving all Ugandans, especially the newborns. The newborns, especially the preterms whom we are celebrating today. We want to work with everyone. We want to work with the media. Media want to appreciate you. Hope you are going to report these things very well, because we want the key things to come out. Surfactant. Aha. So, we want to work with you. We want to work with our brothers in the forces. We want to work with all the professional associations. Our ADHOs, now you have work to do, because no one is going to be left behind. I will call you, I will scratch you, but we shall continue. So I really want to appreciate all our partners who have made this possible, and that marks the end of the speech from Minister of Health, and wish you a very good journey. But allow me invite our representative of the President, and the representative of the President is not only an RDC in Rwengo, but he has been very transformative in fixing issues of health in Rwengo. There's a time I called him, we had a problem with a TBA called Nalongo. She delivers more mothers than the health facility. Emma Tamazima. Aha.
yagurra Zuku TV decoder na satellite dish erizoba aha kabeyi kace emitwaro munana na kenda zonka, kandi Zuku decoder aha mitwaro nane chweka zonka. Rero shemererwe oborkwerebera channels nungi nka series ezabana, music, amahure agaloko hamwe na gaheru yihanga nezindi nyingi. Yerebere Zuku Smart aha mutwaro gumene 12 zonka, Zuku Smart Plus aha mutwaro gumene kakaga, Zuku Classic aha mutwaro 205, Zuku Premium amtware shatukaga na 5 yagite aha Zuku erizoba buzima oshemererwe.
Bitereko People Sako yakuretera ekiterekye kya Christmas rugogoma kutandika kibaza cyo ku 10 okwisabira 10 byo ku 12 1225 hangure ibihembo nyamwingi ebimente embuzi enkoko emifarasi za TV amaradio emitaka nebindi bingi okutaho mukazanaka igura account nitwe ogure migabo ninga shares because nta accounts nka savings account na fixed accounts twino bundi buhereza obuli muza loans za school fees boda ezabakazi ezobushubuzi obuhingi n'obulisa eza group home improvement asset acquisition emergency nezindi nyingi drozo kutorana abarasingura mukazanaka nezo kubaho ebiro 23 byo ku 12 omwaka ogu aha main branch bitereko otaferwa rauko iguza account omuchogu gutakurabaho kumenyebiri kusingaho tera noti 3 19 ananemwe shinana n'ibiri ninga noti mushanju munana mushanju noti mwenda noti 2 nkaga nina ninga chitayira office zeitu main branch omuri bitereko ninga chiyanga branch omuri chiyanga bitereko People Sako, save to develop.
From the hills of Toro comes a rhythm that heals the heart. He is the darling of Toro, Ayesiga Muzamil. Ihunga Events presents the Rumba album launch Kampala. Happening on Saturday, 29th of November 2025 at 4 Points by Sheraton Hotel, opposite Protea, Kampala, featuring Aduna James Jr. and the legendary Ekiro plus all Toro musicians. It's live band music, soul and pure class. Ordinary tickets go for 50k, VIP 100k, and a tip of 6 at 1 million shillings. Gates open at 4 p.m. Don't you dare miss. Proudly sponsored by Tayari West TV.
Three kids at once, and I think that she was at around 7 months old, and she was admitted at Nakasero Hospital. Today is very important for this region. Why I have quoted Nakasero Hospital, my son spent over 100 million, and the boy almost ran mad to make those babies survive. So I know what it means by establishing this regional center here and bringing these services nearer to the region. I'm sure, and under the cadreship of the Minister of Health and the permanent secretaries, whom I have no doubt, and the ministry itself, we shall also have to fill the gaps, especially on the expensiveness of those drugs that are needed at that particular time. What we are witnessing here today, our guest of honor, is what was promised by His Excellency the President in 1986 after we had captured power. When we were standing at the pavilion of the parliamentary buildings and he was taking oath, our guest of honor was present at that time, and he made very serious statements. He said that what was happening now, because I remember the liberation forces were actually Pastor Mukono, Ginger had not been captured, and the president had taken oath such that offer leadership of the new government. He made very serious statement. He said what has been happening and what is happening is not a mere change of guards, but a fundamental change in the politics and the socio-economic transformation of this country. So what we are seeing now right here is the socio-economic transformation. I have listened very carefully to the project manager, who is a very cadre. I have liked her, and other speakers here, that where they started with one room, tiny room, and now we are now boasting of a real state-of-the-art infrastructure. That is the transformation we are talking about. I believe, and I want to call upon Ugandans, that what is not yet fixed under the NRM leadership, it will be fixed. What we only need at this material time is to protect the gains so far. I want to thank Dr. Mungai in particular. I am now in the Buganda region, and I have been there for 1 year plus. Recently, we had also another good function, part of the socio-economic transformation of how our mothers normally overbreed after birth. And that one is also has been fixed already. Now we are here talking about the premature babies. So the future is very, 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 very clear and very hopeful. What is not yet fixed, ladies and gentlemen, is that the country is moving on the right path. 2 years ago, I was the resident district commissioner, I think 3 years ago, of Hoima district, and I happened to be part of those leaders that we launched and commissioned the international airport, Ky'Abereere International Airport, which will be ferrying in materials that to assist our oil refineries and pumping. And as I talk right now, again, I am in Rwengo. Rwengo is one of the districts where the oil pipeline is going to pass. And right now, the laying of the pipe is at 75%. So that means next year we shall be having our oil flowing. And when our oil flows, automatically you know how much money now comes. We shall not even be thinking of the grants and others. We are going to have enough money, and we are going to fix each and everything that we are talking about here. I was not the speaker of the day. My duty was to close the ceremony. I want to thank the Minister of Health. I want to thank the management of Mbarara Referral Hospital. Dr. Deus, you are my good friend. You have really helped me so much. I want to recognize Dr. Waswa. We are together in Masaka. And allow me, therefore, to take this opportunity to close this great day officially. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Senior Comrade Imekatera. And how I wish I get the feel of and even touch that flowing oil when it starts. So we are now coming to the end of the function. And so I am going to invite the mothers to come and take a lead in the cake cutting ceremony. And I ask, because they are our bosses right here, so when they come here in front, I think Dr. Olive, you can coordinate them to come. So our visitors will stand behind them. So, members, it has been a great day for Mbarara Regional Referral Hospital to host this great event. And of course, we cannot go away without thanking our partners, without thanking the team which has been organizing this, without thanking the members of the hospital, without thanking the Uganda Police Force, without thanking everyone. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, whoever I have not recognized, please, you are going to forgive me, but I have recognized you in spirit. So after the cake cutting ceremony, we are going to sing the national anthem, one stanza, and one East Africa national anthem. So as mothers are coming, let me take this opportunity to invite Dr. Ruth to make some mentions. So from me to you, I sign out. Oh, so mothers, mwije tutandike. Mwije to share cake, then invited guests.
Okay, just to let us know that our mothers are now eating. They needed breast milk, but it's okay. Our invited guests, please. Our mothers are eating food. They needed some breast milk, but they are coming through. The ones who are available, you can join us, and then we can be able to cut the cake. I would like to appreciate the Professional Association of Uganda Pediatric Association. The Uganda Pediatric Association of Gynecologists, the Midwives Association. We want to recognize our parent network, Mama Tulia, the Preterm Parents Network. We also want to recognize the Leeds Parents Network. We want to thank Holy Innocents for having joined us today. Mulago Specialized in a Nature Hospital. We want to thank Centenary Bank, Atta Breast Milk, and Richa Hand Uganda. Okay, please let's hand over the knife. Help me with the knife. Someone give the knife to the baby. I want to thank very much the Kayunga Regional Referral Hospital Neonatal Intensive Care Unit led by Dr. Lilian Kugonza. Thank you so much for joining us. Our dear health workers, please come and join the picture. Thank you very much. Our mothers, and the baby is going to say, hey, this baby is how many kilograms? Was how many kilograms? We count from there. 0.8. Okay, at 8, where are our healthcare workers? Kayunga, please, Mulago, please come and join us. 8, 7, 600 grams, 500 grams, 100 grams, and 0. World Prematurity Day, Uganda. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, our dear people. Okay, Dr. Stella, you can go ahead with the team. I want to kindly request all our people here, all of us who are invited, after the anthems like this, we are going to go and have lunch. Please, the food is for everyone. Media, our dear police, thank you so much. Our meals are available. There are 2 serving points. Please kindly up. Dear police, you start from this other serving point. Yes. Okay. So the closing anthems. Shall now have the closing anthems and then follow us. So, thank you.
Yeah, we can now get organized for Uganda National Anthem and East Africa as we close this. Uganda Police Force, you can take it over from that.